Hey guys, Ruby here with Unorthodox Aquatics, and it's time for Tank Tour Part 5. So I'm at home and I just want to show you guys what's going on in my tanks right now. Let's see. First tank, very messy, dirty tank all the time because he's a maniac. Meet Hammer, my King Kampa flower horn. This is Hammer. He's a super pearl red base King Kampa flower horn. He was imported from Thailand. This guy is 9 inches long, just a monster and super aggressive. There's a net down there because he'll bite me unless I can get it out with like a tongs or something, and it fell in there yesterday, so I haven't had time. But yeah, just a monster at 9 inches, just a little over a year old, but pretty cool guy. Lots of personality these guys have. They're just great fish overall to have. Next, this is my Starry Night and Monte Cristo tank. So I've got a Starry Night and a Monte Cristo in here. I'm currently cycling a 40 for this Starry Night, which is this guy right here. Very active, crazy personality on this guy. Just over the top in his flash and flare. I just love him. He was partitioned between this guy here, who is a Monte Cristo cichlid. He is South American, and this guy is African, so that's my first experiment in really doing this with these guys from 2 different regions. I partitioned them off for a couple days because this guy started in the tank by himself, and so when I brought this guy from my 30 tall, I figured, you know, I may as well introduce him, and, you know, you can see they still kind of can go at it at times. But I'm currently cycling a larger tank for this guy as he is going to get larger. And the Monte Cristo is at an average size for an adult right now. But the Monte Cristo, too, cool fish. Just look at those colors. It's going to get distorted from the corner here. And of course, you know, the Starry Night speaks for itself with his flash and beauty. And honestly, here, let me show you guys this tank. Oh, that was Hammer. He likes to push up on that light and jump and knock it around. So that's why the water level is so low. But speaking of Monte Cristos, this tank here is a 54-gallon pent. Nothing special going on in here, but I do have Monte Cristo juvies in here. You can kind of see them. They're always scared, so they're always hiding in that plant. But yeah, those guys will grow up to look like that big guy. I have 8 of them in there. So Monte Cristos are just a gorgeous, not very sought after fish because they're not very well known at this point. So we'll see how that goes in the future for some keepers. Behind me is my big bull beta tower. Let's take a closer look. So this is my big bull beta tower. It's got desk lamps clipped onto each bowl. This is a newspaper stand here, and this is a separate plant stand on this one. I found this on Marketplace, and they fit these 3.3 gallon bowls amazingly. So, in this one, we've got somewhere a yellow dragon male beta. Well, you'll have to take my word for it. He's in there somewhere. Down in this one we have an orange koi, a male HMPK beta also. He's a pretty cool guy. There's nothing in this one, so currently on the lookout for a beta of some kind, because I don't think I would put anything else in these bowls. So that's kind of my view on that. Oh, There he is, yellow dragon beta. But very cool. Each bowl is heated and filtered. You can see the tubes from the sponge filters coming out. You know, this is adequate space for a beta. Don't give me crap about bowls distorting their vision. Who cares? You know, like, they look outside of the bowl all the time anyway. But 3.3 gallons is sufficient for a beta fish. They prefer territories and things like that over free swimming space. So, there you have it. Big beta bowl tower. Let's check out a few nano tanks, shall we? So this here is a mini terrarium I actually converted into a red new Cardinia cherry shrimp tank. And I just set this up. I put some extra cherry shrimp I had from my 27-gallon cube. Gonna get more live plants in there over the weekend, hopefully. This is also a terrarium I converted into aquarium. It's fully siliconed on the inside. Did a 2-day leak test on it and it worked. I've got some yellow golden back shrimp in here somewheres. Very, very cool shrimp. Black water tank. Fully planted. I love these shrimp tanks. I love the look of lowboy tanks. So that's why I converted this one. Oh, there's one right back there. Got the nice bright yellow stripe down the back. Next to it here, 5-gallon tall, fully planted. I have a couple clown killifish in here, as you can see. Looking for more of these guys, as they are hard to come by, especially locally, I'm realizing. Kind of fat after a nice full belly. About a couple 20 longs. Here I have a planted 20 long tank. This tank has a pair of wild betas in it. So, 2 wild betas. Trying to scope them out here. That's beta and tuta. Sometimes they come up when I tap because that means food. I already fed them, so let's see if I can maybe get them out and feed them again real quick. See if they'll eat. Feed them a mixture of brine shrimp and plankton. Usually he just races out for food. No? Nothing? Wow. He's usually a pig too. Huh. Well, we'll come back to this one. This here is an artificially planted, except for guppy grass, 20 long beta sorority. Going great. I've got it packed with stuff in there for claiming territories. No problems with these girls so far. You can see their fins all look intact. They all look healthy. And they're just doing great. Refer to my previous video for beta sorority tips and tricks, if you will. Here we are back at this tank. One of the wilds has come out to play, the female. The male is MIA right now. He's probably passed out after gorging himself. And she's pretty gorged too. Oh, there he is. Oh, he always gets on her, so. Beautiful fish. That is a 30 tall, currently unoccupied. Not sure what I'm putting in there yet. Let's check out a couple more big beta bowls. So here's another big beta bowl. We have a wild female in here. This is a wild, it's either a Smaradina or an alien. I wasn't told. I just picked her up locally. And here's another one here. Where's this guy? Oh, here he is. Duh, right up front. I just got this guy. I thought his coloration was so cool, that orange and yellow head. in the pearlescent body. Same bowls, same equipment, different lights. This is a 10-gallon bow front. There are shells scattered on the bottom. I keep Burchardi shell dwellers, 4 of them in here. Thinking of moving them to that 30 tall, actually. Just debating on what to do with this first. So the other 3 are hanging out down in there. So yeah, these are cool fish, shell dwellers. They exhibit very interesting behavior when they nest. You know, they pick up sand in their mouths, and they do that to move around these shells for, you know, nesting in territories and things like that. And there's a big old apple snail. How about a few larger tanks for you? This is a 55-gallon standard, another shell dweller tank. Now these are multi-shell dwellers as opposed to the Leartail Burchardi. So these guys, I've got 16 of them in here, and for the most part, they've paired off. This one's a female here, a little darker in color and smaller. And I've got a couple more females that hang out over here. So awesome, awesome fish. They've got those baby blue eyes that I'm just a sucker for. So like I said, super fun to watch here. They pick up the sand in their mouth, spit it out, and they flock around like lunatics. These guys are best in species-specific tanks. Here's another shrimp tank and snail tank, a Marineland 27-gallon cube, just booming with plants. Got some mystery snails, a rabbit snail, some nerite snails and pond snails in there. Cherry shrimp I keep in here. They love to hang out on that wood. Let me show you something crazy. This is a Blackwater hardscape 55-gallon. In here, whoops, there's my reflection. See there up on the brick? That is a common snapping turtle. Her head's not above the water yet, but her name's Koopa. Super cool having these guys. I feed her chopped fish, and she's just a cool girl overall. Now this is either a 15 or a 20 tall. That's a weird dimension. I think it's more than 20. Actually, I think it might be 25. Got some Valsinaria in there, and here we have turquoise jewel cichlids. There is a pair. I got them as juvies. They haven't had a set of fry yet, but I'm waiting for it. And that's one of the males. Super pretty yellow, red, and gold. Gorgeous fish. But they're assholes. They will go after each other. So there's 3 of those guys in there. Here we bring you to one of my favorite spots to chill. This is where I keep my pool pond in my 2nd bedroom. Now you may see, like a few videos ago maybe, all the stuff I had in this pool pond. I had 6 catfish, some, you know, juvie big cats, a couple Bashir, a couple knife fish, some polar blue parrots, some platinum parrots, a couple oddballs, and when I was in Florida, my breaker went out in this room and they all died. It was horrible. But we do have someone in here. I don't know if I'll be able to find him though. See. He's a pretty good hider. I can't find him. Oh, there he is. Back in the corner. It's a brown bullhead. It's about 5 inches long. Very cool guy. I have this at room temperature now, but it's heating up now to make room for a catfish I got, an Asian red tail. So there you guys have it. Tank tour part 5. That's what's going on in my tanks right now. Thanks you guys for stopping by. This has been Ruby once again with Unorthodox Aquatics. You guys have yourself a great night. Bye.